guys, I'm that dude from South Carolina, Columbia to be exact, if you're looking for me. I hope you're having a good day today. And if that's not the case, ask yourself why. Because after all, happiness is an inside job. And it will always be an internal favor. Guys, I'm about to dig in with my man, Tariq, Nasheed, a.k.a. King Flex. Let's jump into the conversation about Dr. Umar, guys. Let's go.
And the first thing I want to discuss, family, Umar Johnson. We got to discuss Dr. Umar Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. The Prince of Pan Pizza, as I called him. And I'm not here to roast him. I'm not gonna roast like I used to do back in the day. I used to roast very hard on Umar. I used to call him the Prince of Pot Pies, the Prince of Pepper Steaks, the Prince of Peach Cobbler. I'm not going to do that. I've been trying not to do that. I've been trying to take the high road. And I'm not going to dogpile on him because he's going through a lot. And Brother Umar is going through a lot, and it's kind of sad. But I got to address what's going on with the FDMG Academy. That school that he's been talking about building has been having trouble for a couple of decades down there. When I had a beef with Umar almost a decade ago, I told people the school was never going to open. I told people, I wasn't being mean-spirited, but I told people then this school is never going to open, and it's been teetering along, and he's been fundraising for it, and the open dates kept getting pushed back, and it's been a mess. And then Umar's going through things with these women he's dealing with these strange women, these older women, and they're calling him out, and God. Then his daughter, his children are coming out saying disparaging things about him. And it's a mess, man. God, it's a mess. So now the school, man, there's some kind of financial liability going on with the school. Some paperwork popped up that the school is going to be auctioned. And then Umar, this a few weeks ago, he was online talking about all of my bank accounts are frozen. I have no money. It's a mess, man. All of his bank accounts are frozen. He needed some PayPal money. It's bad. So now the FDMG Academy in Wilmington, Delaware, it has allegedly 2 court judgments, and there's like some money, like $76,000 that are unpaid, some kind of back payments and possible taxes. And now there's an alleged pending sheriff's sale. So now with these judgments in place, the sheriff's office, from what I'm understanding, this is from what they could be even more deeper than this, but from what I gather, the sheriff's office could move forward by seizing the property and auctioning it off. So it looks like that's what they're going to do, allegedly. So they're talking about possibly later this month to recover the amount owed. So, Umar's made a video talking about it, and he's losing the school, and a lot of people are like, oh, damn. So listen. Again, like I said, a decade ago, I said this school it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And a lot of people are looking at this as the nail in the coffin for Pan-Africanism. Umar says he's the Prince of Pan-Africanism. And as we see, Pan-Africanism is, it's been hanging by a thread, the whole ideology of it. And there's a symbolism here, the symbolic collapse of the school and Pan-Africanism. This is what it is. The school was not just a personal mission. It presented itself as like a Pan-African institution, named with Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass. And what's interesting, Frederick Douglass was not a Pan-Africanist, by the way. Frederick Douglass, he stood on lineage business here. And, for a long time, Umar was saying that he was a descendant of, Frederick Douglass. And then the Frederick Douglass family came out and said, no, that's not true. But that's another thing. Again, I'm not here to do a gotcha on the brother. I'm not trying to dogpile on him. I know a lot of people are kind of dogpiling on him. I don't want to go that route. I'm not trying to go there. But, this was presented as it was going to be a pan-African institution meant to unify diasporic children and Afrocentric educators and all this stuff. And
guys, I have a question for you. Do y'all think that this was a scam, or do y'all think it was the government just trying to just seize his property because he's making headway? Now, y'all know I never had a problem with Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, some things that he said I necessarily did not agree with, but men don't have to agree on every little nuance of things. But overall, I seen what he was trying to do. But family, I knew that there was slim to none a chance that he would be gathering all these people together, because there is no such thing as no Pan-Africanism. It's always one-sided. The Black Americans have to pull the bulk of the weight in every situation that I have ever seen. Either that's a lie or either that's the truth. And I know some of y'all gonna have a fit in the comment section, but Dr. Umar Johnson, he is an intelligent brother now. Make no bones about it. He's intelligent. He's a brilliant guy. And I like Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, I don't like some of the things he said about FBA now. To make no mistake about that, I don't like that now. And if you notice something, that's when his downfall happened, whenever he started speaking out openly about FBAs, this, that. I knew then, I said, he's not going to last long. He's not going to last long. Because after all, who is going to support you? My question now becomes, if you on this Pan-African trip, why aren't any of them African countries helping you, backing you? God almighty. Did somebody hear me? All them African countries over there, all the Caribbean, South America, all these people. Yeah, the only smoke was for FBAs, right? Let's call a duck now. Huh? Where did the majority of his money come from? All them countries now. Why isn't nobody helping him, funding him, backing him? That is my question for today, guys. I have no problem with him because I think overall, I think he mean well, but things just didn't work out. And I know once you start talking about institutions and stuff, them folks will come after you anyway. But whenever you start alienating your base and start talking out against your base, you're not going to go very far. That's just the truth of the matter. That's just the nature of the beast, right? You're not going to go very far simply because you have no roots. You're not solidified. Once you have them FBAs behind you, you could have started out in a one-room school somewhere. Started out and then get 2 rooms, then 2, then 4 rooms. You didn't have to start out and trying to go buy this $1 million institution first. Family, you have to learn how to crawl first. That's the old analogy, right? The old maxim and the axiom. Learn how to crawl first. Matter of fact, no, not even crawl. Turn over, roll over first and get on your knees and then learn how to crawl. Because I know that this would be an uphill battle. The moment I heard it, I said, yeah. I said, this is going to be an uphill battle. And then when I heard him start talking about FBAs, I said, oh, God, it's not going to go very far. Like Tyler, the girl that sang Water, nobody didn't buy her albums. Nah, she from Africa, right? South Africa. They billions of people over there. Why didn't they buy it? When she talking about colors and all this old stuff and talking about something about she don't want no reparations up in a song. Oh, we heard you. We heard you. Whoa, nothing don't get by. We heard you. That's why 4,000 copies sold. Nobody don't want that. Garbage. Because you're alienating your base. What fool cut off his nose to spite his face? I mean, that's crazy. That is the working definition of a moron, an idiot. But guys, tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, man. Dr. Umar, man, and he looked like he might be on the narcotic and he on some type of illicit drugs and his people coming after him, dragging his name through the mud. I mean, he just in a mess right now, guys. Hey, they Dr. Umar, man. Guys, but until next time, peace. And remember that there is more.